Peace and love, family. Today I got another video. I want to talk about this topic of an idle mind is the devil's playground. I wrote a newsletter on this a while back and I titled it Move or Die. If you want to go check out that newsletter, I'll link it down in the description below. And if you want to check out my library of newsletters, I'm starting back posting every week. I'll leave a link in the description below. It's free to read. Paid subscriptions are by choice. But let's get into it. So I noticed as a man, a lot of frustrations and a lot of pessimism and negative thinking comes from not being active and being too much in your head. And being too much in your head causes you to be idle. Now, action should never be the number one focus for anybody, because action is preceded from your self-image and your mental attitude. So your internal state should always be your number one priority, how you feel internally. And that will precede and lead you into right action, right? But there's also something about always doing something, always having steady motion, steady movement, always leading towards something. You never want to sit still and be idle. No matter what's going on, whether, okay, you lost your job, okay, your plans is not working out how you thought they would, never let that stop you from taking the next step forward. And it could be the smallest of things, but you always want to have things that but you always want to have things that you're working towards, that you're doing to lead towards a goal. Like, it could be as simple as making sure you do 30 push-ups every day. Or even if you can't do 30 push-ups, that's your goal, to make it to 30 push-ups. So you may just do 2, 2, 2, 2, 5, 5, 5. Like, it's the small things that you should start with. If you're having trouble with being idle for too long, but it should always be something that you're being active on. Slow motion is better than no motion. It don't got to necessarily do with money, just with you as an individual, right? It don't gotta be a lot. You don't have to become a military drill sergeant. You don't have to be the most disciplined person on the planet. You don't have to be David Goggins. Like, you just wanna make sure that you're continuing to stay in motion, right? Because internally, if you feel abundant, or if you feel happy, you feel joyful, you feel at peace, you're gonna wanna keep moving. Why do you wanna keep moving? Because the way of the universe is movement, is evolution, is motion, energy and motion. The plants, the trees, the birds, the leaves, whatever it is, it's all in motion. It all is serving a purpose. It's always active. It never stops, right? Because the world is continuing to evolve. And if the trees or the plants or the animals were to stop, everything would die, things would decay, and it would no longer be life, right? There's an animating force in all of us, who we may call God, right? This force can be dormant if we choose to not do anything. We have to be active internally, mentally, spiritually, which will lead to us being active physically, because that's the way of the universe. When we don't do that, we're going against the laws of the universe, right? We're nowhere near as powerful as this whole creation as a whole. So how foolish are we to think that we need to just sit still and just let things come to us, and as long as we pray for it, it'll come. Like, there has to be work, there has to be motion behind the things that you say, behind the thoughts that you have, and behind the beliefs that you hold ultimately. So you have to stay in motion. No matter what it is, whether you making $2 cutting grass, or whether you're able to do 10 pull-ups a day, or whether you're able to write a few sentences for an article, whatever it could be, like, it doesn't matter. It's all up to the individual and who you are and what you want for your life. Everybody that's watching this video wants something, has a desired reality that they want to manifest, that they want to cultivate. You have to stay in motion if you think that reality is going to come true, because your emotion is a part of your conviction. It's a part of your belief system. And if you're not moving, that shows that you don't really believe that you're going to get to your destination. And it won't just be a straight shot most of the time. It won't just be a smooth ride. There's going to be bumps. You feel me? You might get a flat tire. You know what I'm saying? You might have to put oil in your car. Like, there's going to be detours. There's going to be pain. There's going to be frustration. But that should not stop you from constantly moving forward and dealing with it, right? And going through the motions and putting your work in. Like, bro, you got to earn your stripes at the end of the day. All of this spirituality and metaphysics and manifestation, bro, you still have to earn your stripes at the end of the day. You have to put work in behind these words, behind these beliefs, behind this thinking that you're trying to cultivate and change. And idle mind is the devil's workshop. The more you stay still, whether it's physically or mentally, the more negative thoughts, evil premonitions, corruption is going to seep into your mind, and it's going to bleed out into the rest of your life. So stay active, stay in motion. Slow motion is better than no motion. And that's it for this video. I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. Peace and love, family.